Good evening, Darby Travers with the latest from the 6 Newsroom. Victoria today recorded 15 new cases of coronavirus as well as a further 2 deaths, meaning the state has now officially passed the green milestone of 800 COVID-19 deaths. The 14-day rolling average currently sits at 15.6 in Metro Melbourne and just 0.3 in regional Victoria. New research shows that passengers from the ill-fated Ruby Princess cruise ship may have infected up to 11 people with COVID-19 on a single domestic flight between Sydney and Perth on March 19. Qantas Flight 577 left with 243 passengers aboard, 60 of whom had been passengers on cruise ships, including 28 from the Ruby Princess. 11 of the cruise ship passengers were later found to have been infectious while on board the flight, including 1 super spreader. The Ruby Princess has now been linked to more than 660 infections and at least 28 deaths. Overseas now, and yesterday's presidential debate has been labelled an embarrassment and the worst in US history after Donald Trump and Joe Biden clashed in Cleveland, Ohio. Trump interrupted both moderator Chris Wallace and former Vice President Joe Biden, who at one point asked the president to shut up. Biden also called Trump the worst president America has ever seen, and at another point calling America's commander-in-chief a racist. Trump didn't clearly condemn white supremacist groups after their role in violence in some American cities when asked about it, branding it a left-wing problem, and telling one far-right extremist group to stand back and stand by. Leaders and supporters of that group, known as the Proud Boys, later celebrated the president's words on social media, which has now sparked controversy. And of course, you can check out the full post-debate coverage on the 6 News Instagram page. Australian singer Helen Reedy, who was best known for her hit song including I Am Woman, has died in Los Angeles. She was the first Australian to top the US charts and win a Grammy Award with a movie about her live debuting at the Toronto International Film Festival last year. I Am Woman became an anthem of the feminist movement in the 1970s, and more recently, she's been out of the limelight for several years after being diagnosed with dementia. Helen Reedy was 78. Quick look now at tomorrow's weather forecast. Brisbane is expected to reach a high of 28, 23 degrees and sunny in Sydney. Similar conditions in the nation's capital, Canberra, starting the day at just 6 degrees before warming up to 22 later on in the day. Melbourne set to get to 26, partly cloudy. Heavy clouds over in Hobart, 19 degrees. A warm top of 29 in Adelaide, and heavy rain on the way for Perth with a top of 15 degrees. And that is the latest from the 6 Newsroom for this Tuesday. Of course, you can stay up to date on all of our social media pages for the latest breaking news. For now though, I'm Darby Travers. Have a good night.